Stop everything. Right now. This very second. Because what I'm about to reveal in the next 20 minutes is not just a message, it's a divine transmission that has been specifically routed to find you at this exact moment in time. This Christmas season is not ordinary for you. Something extraordinary is unfolding in the spiritual realm, and Allah is sending you a sign so clear, so undeniable, so perfectly timed that when you recognize it, your entire life will shift. There is a sign coming to you within the next 72 hours. Not a coincidence. Not a random occurrence. A deliberate, divinely orchestrated sign that will answer the question you've been asking in secret. The prayer you've been whispering when no one is listening. The doubt you've been wrestling with in the quiet hours of the night. The decision you've been paralyzed to make. The clarity you've been desperately seeking. This Christmas, Allah is breaking His silence in your life. And the sign He's sending is not about something small or trivial. This sign is about your identity will be revealed at the perfect moment. And when you see it, when you recognize it, when you understand what it means, everything changes. Your direction becomes clear. Your confusion transforms into confidence. Your waiting period ends, and your walking season begins. But here's the critical part: if you don't know what to look for, you will miss it. If you're not spiritually alert, you'll dismiss it as coincidence. If your heart isn't tuned to the right frequency, the sign will pass you by and you'll spend another year wondering why heaven feels silent. Before we unveil what this sign is about and how to recognize it, you must do 3 things immediately. Like this video right now to signal to the universe that you are ready to receive divine communication. Subscribe and activate all notifications because what's coming to you requires you to stay spiritually alert. Type "I am ready" for the sign in the comments. Declare that your spiritual eyes are open and your heart is receptive. Stay until the final second because after the reveal, I will direct you to a second video exposing the divine sign language, how to interpret what heaven is telling you, the spiritual keys to understanding supernatural communication. Section 1, the frequency of divine communication. Let me start by explaining something most people don't understand. Allah never stops speaking. Heaven is never silent. Divine guidance is constantly flowing. The problem is not that signs aren't being sent. The problem is that most people's spiritual receivers are turned off, tuned to the wrong frequency, or too cluttered with noise to detect the signal. But this Christmas, something has shifted in your spiritual atmosphere. You've been in a season of preparation without even realizing it. Every hardship you endured was tuning your frequency. Every prayer you prayed was clearing the static. Every moment of surrender was adjusting your receiver. And now, at this exact moment in time, you are spiritually positioned to receive a sign that heaven has been preparing to send. The Christmas timing. The fact that this sign is coming during Christmas is not accidental. Christmas represents divine intervention, the moment when heaven broke into earth, when the impossible became possible, when hope was born in hopeless circumstances. This season carries a unique spiritual frequency where the veil between the seen and unseen is thinner, where divine communication flows more freely, where signs are more visible to those who are watching. The Quran tells us in Surah Al-Baqarah, "And your Lord says, 'Call upon me, I will respond to you.'" You've been calling. You've been asking. You've been seeking. And this Christmas, the response you've been waiting for is arriving in the form of a sign. The signs you've already missed. But before I tell you about the sign that's coming, let me tell you about the signs you've already missed. In the past weeks, there have been whispers. A song that played at the exact moment you were thinking about something specific. A conversation you accidentally overheard that spoke directly to your situation. A dream that felt too vivid, too specific to be random. A number sequence you keep seeing, on clocks, receipts, License plates. A name that keeps appearing in different contexts. An unexpected encounter with someone who said exactly what you needed to hear. You dismissed these as coincidences. But the Quran teaches us in Surah Al-Kahf, "And you will find no substitute for the way of your Lord." There are no coincidences in a divinely ordered universe. Those were preliminary signs, heaven's way of getting your attention, of preparing you for the major sign that's coming. The sign language of the divine. Allah speaks in a language that bypasses logic and speaks directly to your spirit. He doesn't always use words. Sometimes he speaks through divine timing, right thing, right moment, impossible odds. Supernatural provision, resources appearing when you had none. Repeated patterns, the same message from multiple unconnected sources. Unexplainable peace, calm in situations that should cause chaos. Sudden knowing, clarity that arrives without explanation. The sign coming to you this Christmas will use one or more of these languages. And it will be about the area of your life where you've been most confused, most stuck, most desperate for direction. If you've noticed strange coincidences lately that felt meaningful, type "I've seen whispers" in the comments. Section 2. The 3 confirmations. Now let me give you 3 ways you will know with absolute certainty that what you're experiencing is a divine sign and not just wishful thinking or random chance. Confirmation number 1. The timing will be impossible to ignore. Divine signs have supernatural timing. They show up at the exact moment you need them most. Not a day early. Not a week late. Precisely when your need is greatest, when your question is loudest, when your desperation has reached its peak. This Christmas, pay attention to timing. If you've been praying about something specific and suddenly, within 24 to 72 hours from now, something related to that prayer manifests in an unusual way, that's not coincidence. That's confirmation. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, taught, the supplication of a Muslim for his brother in his absence will certainly be answered. Your prayers have been working in realms you cannot see, and this Christmas, the answer is breaking through into your visible reality. Confirmation number 2, the peace will be undeniable. When you encounter a true divine sign, you will feel something unmistakable in your spirit, a deep, settling peace that doesn't make logical sense given your circumstances. It's not the peace that comes from having all the answers. It's the peace that comes from knowing that someone who has all the answers is guiding you. Watch for this peace. When you see or experience something this Christmas and your spirit immediately calms, even if your situation hasn't changed yet, that's your confirmation. That's heaven saying, yes. This is your sign. Trust what you're sensing. The Quran promises in Surah Ar-Ra'd, those who have believed and whose hearts are assured by the remembrance of Allah. Unquestionably, by the remembrance of Allah hearts are assured. Divine signs come with divine assurance. Confirmation number 3, the message will align with your private prayers. Here's the most powerful confirmation, the sign will directly address something you've been praying about privately. Not something you've been talking about publicly. Not something everyone knows you're concerned with. Something between you and Allah alone. This is how you know it's not just your mind creating patterns. This is how you distinguish divine signs from wishful thinking. When the sign speaks to the secret prayer, the private plea, the question you've asked only in your heart, that's divine origin. That's heaven responding to the conversation only you and Allah have been having. If you've been having private conversations with Allah about something specific, type "He knows my secret prayer" in the comments. Section 3, why this Christmas? Now let me reveal why this particular Christmas is the ordained moment for your sign to arrive. This timing is not random, it's prophetic. The completion of a cycle. You've been in a season, perhaps lasting months, maybe years, of waiting, testing, preparation. This season had a beginning, and this Christmas marks its ending. You're at the completion of a divine cycle, and signs always come at completion points to confirm the transition and direct the next phase. Think about your life 1 year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Compare that version of you to who you are now. Can you see the transformation? The growth? The shedding? The strengthening? This wasn't random development, this was divine preparation. And now you're ready for what's next. The sign coming this Christmas is heaven's way of saying, the preparation is complete. Here's your next assignment. The birthing season. Christmas represents birth, the arrival of something new, something hoped for, something that changes everything. And you're in a birthing season right now. Something new is being born in your life, in your circumstances, in your destiny. But you've been in the labor pains without understanding what's being birthed. The sign coming is like a midwife confirming, you're in transition. The hardest part is almost over. What's coming is worth every moment of pain you've endured. The Quran tells us in Surah Ash-Shar, for indeed, with hardship comes ease. Your hardship is giving birth to your ease, and this Christmas, you're about to see the first signs of what's emerging. The answer to your specific question. There's also a personal reason this sign is coming now. You've been asking a specific question. Maybe it's, should I stay or should I leave? Is this person right for me or am I forcing something that isn't meant? Is this opportunity from you or a distraction? What is my next step when I can't see the entire path? Have you forgotten me, or are you still working? You've been asking, and heaven has been working. This Christmas, the answer arrives not as a voice from the sky, but as a sign woven into your everyday circumstances, a sign so specific to your question that you'll know beyond doubt it's divine communication. Type I've been asking if you've been waiting for heaven to answer a specific question. Section 4, the identity reveal. Now we arrive at the moment you've been waiting for. What is this Christmas sign about? What area of your life is Allah speaking into with such specificity? Let me reveal it with prophetic clarity. The reveal, this Christmas, God is giving you a sign about your next major life direction and the relationship that will either support or sabotage it. This sign is not about something small. This is about the big picture. The next chapter. The major decision. The life-altering choice. And specifically, Allah is showing you two things simultaneously. Part 1. Your next direction. Within the next 72 hours, you will receive clarity about a decision you've been avoiding or a direction you've been uncertain about. This could be a career move you've been contemplating but feared to pursue. A geographical relocation you've been sensing but haven't committed to. A calling or purpose you've been feeling but doubted was real. A dream you've been carrying but convinced yourself was impossible. A change you know you need to make but have been too comfortable to initiate. The sign will come in one of these forms. An unexpected opportunity that appears out of nowhere, perfectly aligned with what you've been privately hoping for. This is Allah opening a door you didn't even know existed. A closed door that you've been trying to force open, finally locking permanently. This is Allah protecting you from a path that would have led to your detriment, even though it looked appealing. A divine confirmation through multiple sources saying the same thing independently. When 3 or more unconnected people or situations deliver the same message within days, that's divine emphasis. Part 2, the relationship indicator. But here's what makes this sign even more specific. Simultaneously with the direction sign, you're going to receive a revelation about a key relationship in your life. Someone close to you, a friend, family member, romantic partner, or close associate, and you're about to see clearly whether they are a divine assignment meant to support your next season, or a distraction or obstacle you need to release to move forward. The sign will be obvious. Watch their reaction when you mention your new clarity, your emerging opportunity, your next direction. Do they celebrate and encourage, "I've been sensing this for you. This is amazing. How can I support you?" Divine assignment. Question and discourage, "Are you sure? That sounds risky. Maybe you should wait. What if it doesn't work out?" Distraction/obstacle. Make it about themselves. "What about me? How does this affect our relationship? You're changing and I don't like it." Obstacle. Their reaction is part of the sign. Allah is showing you not just where to go, but who should go with you and who needs to stay behind. The Christmas manifestation. For some of you, the sign will be literal. A job offer or opportunity arriving between now and December 26th. A conversation during Christmas gatherings that provides unexpected clarity. A gift you receive that symbolically represents your next season. A person you encounter who carries a specific message or connection. For others, the sign will be spiritual. A dream on Christmas Eve or Christmas night that provides vivid direction. A deep knowing that settles in your spirit during a quiet Christmas moment. A sudden peace about a decision you've been agonizing over. An unexplainable certainty that replaces your confusion. If you're starting to sense what your sign might be about, type "I sense it coming" in the comments. Section 5, the response protocol. Now that you know what to watch for, let me give you the response protocol, specific actions to take when you recognize your sign. Action 1, immediately acknowledge it. The moment you recognize your sign, whether it's an opportunity, a confirmation, a closed door, a relationship revelation, stop and acknowledge it out loud. "I see this sign. I recognize this as divine communication. I'm paying attention." This acknowledgement is crucial. It signals to heaven that you're receiving the message. It activates your spiritual awareness. It shifts you from passive observer to active participant in divine communication. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, taught us to be grateful for guidance. Acknowledging the sign is the first act of gratitude. Action 2, don't immediately share it. This is critical. When you receive your sign, resist the urge to immediately tell everyone. Keep it sacred for at least 24 to 48 hours. Process it privately with Allah. Journal about it. Pray over it. Sit with it. The Quran teaches, "So be patient for the decision of your Lord." Patience includes not rushing to broadcast what heaven has privately shown you. Not everyone deserves to know what Allah has revealed to you. Some people will try to talk you out of your divine direction. Some will plant doubt. Some will be jealous. Protect your sign by keeping it close initially. Action 3, test the relationship revelation. If part of your sign reveals truth about a key relationship, test it wisely. Don't confront the person aggressively. Don't make accusations. Simply share your new clarity about your direction and watch their organic reaction. Their response will tell you everything you need to know. Do they elevate or deflate your confidence? Do they celebrate or sabotage your clarity? Do they support your growth or try to keep you small? Do they trust your discernment or question your judgment? Whatever you see in this test is your answer about whether they belong in your next chapter. Action 4, move when you're released. Signs come with timing instructions. Some signs say move now. Others say wait here. Others say prepare. Pay attention to what your spirit is directing after you receive the sign. If you feel released, A spiritual green light, a divine push, an inner knowing that it's time, then move. Don't overthink it. Don't wait for more confirmation. Don't delay because of fear. Faith is acting on divine instruction even when you can't see the full outcome. But if you feel a not yet a sense that you're to prepare but not move immediately, then honor that. God's timing is perfect. A sign can be confirming your direction while also showing you the preparation still needed before launch. Action 5. Thank Allah for speaking. Finally, regardless of what the sign reveals, whether it's the answer you hoped for or not, thank Allah for breaking His silence in your life. Thank Him for caring enough to guide you. Thank Him for the specificity of His communication. Thank Him for not leaving you in confusion. Gratitude for divine communication invites more divine communication. The Quran promises in Surah Ibrahim, "If you are grateful, I will surely increase you in favor." When you thank Allah for one sign, you position yourself to receive more. Type "thank you for speaking" in the comments as your act of faith that your sign is coming. Closing bridge. This Christmas sign about your direction and relationships is just the beginning. There's a deeper wisdom you need about maintaining spiritual sensitivity to divine communication beyond this season. There's a second video on my channel you must watch immediately, How to Stay Spiritually Alert, Never Miss a Divine Sign Again. In it, I reveal the daily practices that keep your spiritual receiver tuned to heaven's frequency, ensuring you recognize divine guidance in every season. Click my channel right now. Find that video. Watch it completely. Your ability to navigate life with divine clarity depends on staying connected to supernatural communication. Final engagement. Type Amen if you believe your sign is already in motion. Subscribe so you receive continued guidance on interpreting what heaven reveals. Share this with someone who's been desperately asking Allah for a sign. Your sign is coming. Within 72 hours, you will have the clarity you've been begging for. Your confusion ends this Christmas. Your waiting transforms into walking. Your question receives its answer. Pay attention. Stay alert. Watch carefully. Your sign is closer than you think. Go watch that second video now. Your spiritual sensitivity depends on it. Type "I am ready for the sign" and watch the second video now.